Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Dadisajoke Weekend Report. And this is the episode. What the hell are we episode today? 43. Okay, some interesting news has arrived. First off, just before I started this video, something actually blew my mind. Just to let everybody know, actually, a lot of people know this from the Discord forum, from server, is that whenever I buy something on the Atari VCS store, it allows me to buy it, but it won't let me download it. And that's been going on since I've owned the thing. So over probably a year, less than that, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, here's the trick. Uh, so part of the news is that Atari released the game Frenzy, which was a homebrew for the Atari 7800, and they released it for the Atari VCS. So because me, and again for those who know, I didn't have much money earlier this week, or this week, a couple of months ago before I got my new job. I didn't have much money, so I had to sell my Atari collection. And one of the games that I sold was Frenzy, which I got years ago. And I thought, okay, oh well, hopefully they'll put it out for the Atari VCS. And guess what? They did. Now, here's the bonus part. When I bought the game, guess what? It popped up with the little download logo. I hit it. Then another menu appeared. Instead of it going back to nothing, another menu appeared, and it says select which drive you want to install the game. Okay, so I installed it to my secondary drive, and it downloaded. I'm like, nah, this can't be real. Checked it, loaded it up, game's there, everything's hunky dory. I go, well, maybe the game is really small, so for some reason it let it through. Another game I wanted to pick up was Avian Nights because of the big whole tournament, whatever. I got all excited, so I go, I got to get this game. My daughter and I both love Joust, so I thought, okay, this would be perfect for us to hang out and play. And guess what? And because the game is big, I thought, okay, here's an opportunity to really try this out. Well, guess what? Hit purchase, hit download, the menu pop up, select which drive, boom, started downloading. Boom! I can finally say thank you, Atari. Thank you, guys and girls, for making this work for me. I am so happy. So for whoever has had that problem before, check it out. You might be pleasantly surprised. Okay, let's get on with the news here. Atari is reissuing some games for retail in retail boxes, and they're the Atari 7800 games Fatal Run, which is a really good game. Food Fight, obviously, it's one of the best ports of the arcade game ever. The 7800 is awesome, and Ninja Golf. So for all those who have Atari 2600 pluses, here's some new games you can add to your collection. Who says physical media is dead? Well, that's another story. We won't go there. Also, Atari released a new gamepad, the CX78 Plus, which it came out originally for the Atari 7800, but in Europe only. So now Atari went ahead and made a new version. So essentially it is a gamepad with two buttons, which is what a lot of the 7800 games need, is two buttons to play. Not all of them, but some of them. So that's another thing that's really cool that they made. I mean, that's really awesome. I'm really happy about that. Also, Atari released on PC only, or in other, we'll get there, okay? But every platform except for the Atari VCS. Balls of Steel, which is a pinball game with Atari themed tables. Also, what else was there? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. and Lunar Lander. That's another biggie. So those two games were released on Steam, so you can pick them up on Steam if you like. There's no problem with that. Now, I'm going to segue to something that happened relating to this, and that got me a little bit upset. And honestly, guys, we shouldn't be acting like kids, honestly. So, because Balls of Steel and what's it called? Lunar Lander were released to all platforms except the Atari VCS. Everybody, well, hold on. Before I go on my rant, need coffee. Lukewarm. Anyway, everybody started just complaining and bitching on the Atari VCS Discord. Everybody was just up in arms. One of the developers got involved. It just turned into a complete shit show. Okay, I'm just going to say this once. And guys, we are all adults now. We're not 12-year-olds playing on an Xbox, bitching, complaining about every single little thing. What's done is done, okay? We can't attack developers saying, why didn't you put it up for the VCS? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? It's like, guys, come on. They're just like us. They're trying to make some money. Because of certain circumstances, maybe they couldn't port it to the Atari VCS. We don't know exactly, right? Yes, it is disappointing. I get it. But at the same time, if you really want the games, there's other ways to play it. Sure, it's not on your Atari VCS. What the hell? It's not on the Atari VCS, but it's still available. It's not the end of the day. And ripping apart a developer and just seeing this ugliness transpire, it's like, come on, guys. We got better things to do than that. It's just so frustrating to see that. It's I don't know. I feel for the developer what he went through, and it's not fun. I mean, even though I did a lot of QA work on software products that I worked on, hearing moaning and bitching and getting yelled at on forums and stuff like that, it's not cool, man. You just feel like shit. You just worked your heart and soul out on a particular product, and then you get people ripping you apart. It's like, but what? Ugh, fuck it. You know, it's we gotta stop doing that. Anyways, that's it for my thing. Let's see here. Atari's also releasing the Atari CX stick. So it looks like the original, the CX40, but it's USB. And not only is it USB, it's got extra buttons on it. So you can hook it up to a PC. You can hook it up to the new Atari 400 Mini that's coming out. So it gives you another tool that you can add to your PC or to the whatever, and it's actually pretty cool. It's really nice to see the Atari CX40 become a USB joystick that you can more or less hook it up to anything, even the Atari VCS. So that is super cool. I'm really excited about that. And actually, it's a little expensive here in Canada. It's $50, but again, we in Canada get always screwed. So yeah, that's really, really awesome. Is there anything else? Oh yes, folks. I'm doing a really cool thing. I think so. I don't know how people feel about this, but I'm doing a video series on rare Atari 2600 games. Now, of course, they're emulated. I don't actually own these cartridges. Are you kidding me? Some of these things are next to impossible to find, and if you do, they're worth a mint. But just putting it out there and showing people, if they forgot about them or they've never heard about them, and just giving something, interesting to look at. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. I'm going to be making a lot more. Just so that you guys know, I'm using the emulator software called Lunchbox on my PC, and I grabbed all the Atari 26 ROMs, and I'm just going through stuff that I'd never played, never heard, or never seen before, and just showcasing it. Just making, just checking out. Maybe there's some rare gem on there, and there has been actually. Condor Attack was a really nice surprise. SPL was a nice surprise too. The get this, 20th Century Fox put out the game the Earth Dies Screaming, and it's kind of like a Missile Command type of game where you got to protect the Earth and you got to shoot down all these, I guess UFOs or whatever, and they fire at you and stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's nice to see that. Yeah, so that's about it for this week, folks. Yeah, Atari. Oh, one more thing. Our intrepid reporter, uh, what Power Dubs? I'm forgetting everything now today. What is it? Anyways, he charted out or sent me a chart of the progress over. I don't know how long it is, but a chart of what the trending of the Atari stock is, and it's actually starting to go up. So if anybody wants to invest into Atari, I mean, this is the time to do it. And just look at what they're doing. So you can make some cash. You can make some money off of this. Now, don't take my word for it. I'm not an expert or anything. Please don't blame me for anything like that. Just, Dad, why'd you give us a shit stock tip? No, but I'm just saying there is a trajectory. So if you want to get involved, go ahead. I'm not stopping you. But who knows? It's just by looking at what they've done so far, right? Last year was phenomenal. This year's ramping up to be something really important. So cool. I mean, how much more can I say that? Anyways, folks, that's it for me. This is episode, what is it, 43. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for having your coffee with me. And we'll see you all next week. Take care now. Bye.